Hello and welcome back to Concert Critiques in Cars with Emily. So this is kind of a unique situation. The concert was actually attached to the hotel that I'm staying at, so me being in this rental car is more just because I can, and keep it with the whole car theme. So anyway, the concert I went to is definitely a unique one. I am currently in Birmingham, Alabama, and I went to go see 21 Pilots. So my goal is to see a concert in all 50 states, and as many 21 Pilots concerts as I can in that 50. And so I didn't have to work because I just got out for school, and I was like, they're coming to Alabama, might as well check that one off my list. So I'm super pumped to say that I now have that checked and ready to roll. So the opener was Bare Hands, and I've seen Bare Hands before, but I was excited to see them again because I haven't really thought about them or heard anything from them in a while. So I was excited. I really liked the first song. I didn't know it, but it definitely was like easy to get into, and I thought that was really a good choice. The second song was a song that I knew, and I was like, oh yeah, I know this song, so good. The third song was okay. Then they played my favorite song of theirs, the one that has to do with agoraphobia, so I really like that one. So it was really fun to listen to, and I'm really glad they played that. The next song was really good. I didn't know it, but I really liked the the opening to that, the first verse. And then the sixth song was just, man, it was like he was like whisper singing it, and it just, I was not a fan. And then after that they played another song that I knew but not as well. And then they had this female singer come on stage, and I actually really liked his part, especially the beginning part. I liked the like quick notes and the repetition. The female singer part I didn't like so much. It was more of like a rap, and I just wasn't a huge fan. And then their last song I was so excited about. It's their most popular song, and I haven't listened to it in a really long time, but I was really excited, so I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be like so epic and so great. And honestly, the lyrics that I forgot and didn't really remember were hard to hear, and I was really disappointed because I was like, this is like your big song, and it's not great if you don't know exactly what the lyric was. So that was actually kind of disappointing. I was a little disappointed that their biggest hit, their last song, was not as awesome as I thought it was going to be. That being said, next time I go see them, I will definitely have to listen to them, which will be at the end of the month. So hopefully next time I'll have listened and it will be a little bit better. Anyway, let's get into 21 Pilots. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I technically have seen this tour, although it was back in October. And I know that some things will definitely be different, just because I know that Chlorine was starting to be played, and it wasn't played at the time that I saw them in DC. So yeah, so it's just interesting to see like what the little differences are and things like that. So the first song, the car gets raised, and there's that fire, and they play Jumpsuit, which was awesome. And I super love that during the bridge they have the like rose petals, the yellow rose petals fall. I love the bridge of that song. That just so good. So I really loved that moment. I thought it was fantastic. After that they went right into Levitate, which is like totally appropriate and totally expected for that song to follow up. And then he sinks down with the car, and of course it's not him who comes back on stage, but if you've never seen a 21 Pilots concert you wouldn't necessarily know that. And then they start playing Fairly Local, and then boom, like the singer or the guy who's on the stage falls into this pit in the middle of the stage, and then like a hole in the middle of the stage, not like the pit, like as in like the people who are there. And then Tyler just like appears in the middle of the crowd, which was awesome because it was actually pretty close. Normally he goes like to the top most level, but this time he went into like the lower level, and that's where I was seated, so it was really cool. And he was on my side too, which was awesome. So yeah, that was pretty cool, and I'm glad that he kind of changed sides. So then they play this like red hat video to allow Tyler to have time to get back on stage, and then the red hat like comes down from the center of the stage. And so, guys, I took notes. And then they played Stressed Out, and I don't love during the chorus or right before the chorus when he asks, what's my name? Or yeah, I just like don't love the question. Sorry, I should have written the question down. Yeah, so I just don't love that. It doesn't and then he did it twice, like 2 different choruses. I just not a fan. But what I do love is the ending. I love that it's changed, and I feel like part of that is because he probably hates playing that song at this point, but I do love that he's changed it and made it something totally new and excellent, and I think it's a really good way to kind of change up something that probably people are like, oh my god, if I have this song one more time. And then they played Heathens, and I loved the opening piano to that, so that was really great. And then Nigel came on, and Josh was playing the drums. So, you know, that's always good to hear from Nigel. Then they played Legend, and really loved that song, and he introduced it and talked about how it was for his grandfather. So again, really liked that and thought it was well done. And then they showed a video for Josh's birthday, and they had said, like, we have this surprise and not even Josh has seen this video yet. And so they make it like, today, like, it's such a special day, and, you know, this person was born on this day. And then they list all these other celebrities, and like people of importance. And then at the very end, they're like, but the most important one is like still yet to like be announced. And that most important one is, and then it's Fast and Furious. So that was pretty funny. And you could definitely tell if you were watching Josh's face that he was like genuinely like didn't know what was going on, so that was pretty cool. Then we went into We Don't Believe What's on TV, and then after that they played The Hype, and it was like kind of almost awkward. Like, he at one point wanted the people to sing the bridge, and it was, I don't know if it was just like the acoustics of the stadium, so maybe people were singing and I just couldn't hear them, but it seemed like nobody was singing like it was just so. And he's like, you know, going like this to try and get people to sing. And it was just, yeah, I don't know. It was weird. But then it was so weird because then when he started singing like the same lyrics at the end, everyone was like singing along. So I don't understand what happened. It just, yeah, like totally was kind of an awkward moment. Not any fault of 21 Pilots, but just kind of a weird thing. Anyway, after that was, the Lane Boy voice came on, and I don't know, it's like weird to explain, but they always do like the, you know, get low thing, and I hate that part of the show so much, and it's literally just because of the voice. And it's like this voice is so like creepy and dark, and then it's like this big final like epiphany of his is to get low, and it makes me, I don't know. It's a personal thing, and I'm definitely not gonna take that into account when doing my score. But anyway, so they had like smoke like shooting out, and then of course for the chorus, the gas mask people came out, or really the bridge, I guess. The gas mask people came out and you know, are spraying smoke into the crowd. So it was really cool. And again, it's like I don't like the get low part of the song, especially so like the whole crowd is supposed to get low and then they jump and go crazy. Love the jump and go crazy part. For some reason, it's just, I think it's the voice at the beginning and then like associated with the get low part in the middle. I don't know why I'm not a fan of that specific one little part. But again, like the rest of that song is so freaking fun. So you like can't really like knock it because I have a personal vendetta against that like one thing in the show. So, but yeah, so that was like a super fun song. Then they did Nico and the Niners and the catwalk. So from the center of the venue came down, and so Tyler gets on the catwalk and sings the rest of the song and moves to the back where there's another little stage. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. So then he asked people to sit down, and he played Smithereens and said it was for his wife. And it was cool because he actually fit the word Birmingham into the lyrics. So I thought that was really cool. It was a really nice touch, and yeah, I think the crowd really liked it, and so that was fun. Then after that, they played Neon Gravestones, and I love the lights that come down from the ceiling. I love the lights so much, and that song is so good, and oh gosh, it's just like such a perfect combination. The lights and the music it's excellent. I really love that song. And then they played Bandito, and I don't know, like at some point I went to look at Tyler, and he just seemed to be genuinely enjoying singing that song. Pretty much out of any of the songs. I think that was the one he seemed most into, and I really like that because I really like that song, so it was great. I'm glad that song did like and it was such a great follow-up to neon gravestones, and I really just I liked it, and it worked perfectly, and again, I think he, like, towards the end was just having such a good time singing that song. Then Pet Cheetah came on, and the bridge came back, and Josh went first, and so he had like this yellow jacket on, and he opens the jacket and it says Roll Tide, and I had no idea what that was, so I googled it, and it's like a sports thing for Alabama, I guess. So that was cool. The crowd kind of went crazy, so that was awesome. And then Tyler went after Josh went across the bridge, and after that Tyler went into the crowd, and I was like, I know Holding On To You is coming, and it did, and I'm so glad. I love that song. I love hearing it live. I love all of it. It's just so great. And he always does the same thing, you know, like asking how people are and stuff. So yeah, that was a good one. And then after that was Ride, which was really good. I like that song. And so yeah, so that was definitely like an upbeat song. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what I wanted to say. And then they played Cut My Lip, and God, parts of that song I love, and parts of that song I really don't love. I don't like the word contusions. I know I already said this in my analyzing albums with my animals, but yeah, like just seeing it live, especially after Ride, it was just kind of a mood killer. And I know people were excited about it, but just not my favorite part. Definitely the low part of 21 Pilots set for me. Then after that, they did My Blood, which I love, and they split the crowd in half and had the right side sing and then the left side sing. So that was pretty cool. And then, so actually, like, while they were splitting it, he's like, okay, so listen, we're gonna split this, like, in the middle of the song, he's like, listen, we're gonna split it left side, right side, and then after that, we're all gonna sing together, and then the drums are gonna come in, and you guys are all gonna dance. And he's like, and listen, I know lead singers will say stuff to you, and you're like, psh, I'm not doing that. But like, I'm just gonna show you that, like, it's okay to dance, no one's watching you, it's fine. And so they had the security guards, like, camera people put the camera on the security guards, and so they showed up on screen and they were all like dancing. So it was kind of cute that they tried to get the crowd involved, but not only just the crowd, the security guards too. And then they did Morph, and like right before the end, the drum kit came out for Josh to be like held up by the crowd while playing the drums. And right when he got up there, the beat to 7 Army Nation came on, and he just like played along with it, obviously like not just the beat, but then like making his own beat to that song, and it was fantastic. It was really cool. And then he finished out the song Morph. So yeah, so it was good. I really liked that part. Definitely a change. Then they like went off stage, and there was like this karaoke-esque truce thing going on. I wasn't a huge fan. I don't really love that song in particular, but definitely an interesting way to get the crowd involved. So like the it almost looked like a VCR tape that had like the words going across, and then yeah, so then the crowd started singing that. So it was just an interesting little transition, I guess. Yeah, and then after that they came back on, so I guess that was like technically the break for the encore. Played Chlorine, which was super exciting. I hadn't seen Chlorine live yet. I really liked the video in the background, especially when it came to like the containers. I really liked that part. Again, that's just for the video, but I liked the song overall. It was pretty exciting. And then they played Leave the City, which was just so good. I really do just like love that song. It's just excellent, and I love the video. I love the cages, and then the yellow birds at the end to make you think that those were the things that were in the cages. I really love that video, but I also just love hearing that song, and again, it's a slower song, so it's kind of like hard to put that into a set, but it just works so well after Chlorine. I really liked it, and maybe I'm biased because I really like the song, but I thought it was really good. Then Tyler starts playing The Trees start, and he starts talking about like all these like kind of random things, and then he's like, all right, like this is the part of the show you've all been waiting for. And he's like, listen, I'm really critical, and I think this is the worst song ever written. And I was like, wait, you think Trees was the worst song ever written? And then he starts singing Happy Birthday to Josh, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense. So we all sang Happy Birthday, and then they went into Trees, and of course it was like just super epic, like just so great. They did everything they always do, and it's so good. They had the drum off, and just like so much confetti, you couldn't even see them, like lost in the confetti. It was just awesome. It's such a great way to end the show. And I just love like jumping up and down to that song and dancing to that song, and it's just fantastic. It's so excellent. And yeah, a really awesome and great way to end the show. So, score. Oh boy. Okay. Bare Hands had its highs and lows for me, especially that last song. I'm so disappointed that I couldn't really understand it. 21 Pilots, I mean, they just put on such a show. Although I must say Cut My Lip was definitely probably my low for that. But again, out of an hour and a half to have one like 3-minute time span where I was like not completely thoroughly entertained, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Gosh, I don't know. It's so hard because I love 21 Pilots so much and I'm trying not to be biased. Gosh, all right. I think I'm going to give this one in particular, especially because it had the birthday stuff, which was pretty cool and different. And I really do like how they fit Birmingham into the lyrics of Smithereen. I think I'm going to give this show a 9.0. Bare Hands really like just brought the score down a lot. That last song in particular, just was so excited to like hear it again and be like reminded of all this like greatness with that song. And then it was just like I couldn't understand words that I didn't already know, so that was a little disappointing. And then 21 Pilots, I mean, again, they had the one song that I personally don't love. But other than that, they were super entertaining and it was an awesome show. And yeah, I can't wait to see it again in Ohio, hometown show, so that'll be really exciting. Please let me know what you think, like, subscribe. If you were there, I would love to hear from you. If you weren't and you went to a different show or you've never seen them, yeah, let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.